To understand the idea of consumer equilibrium intuitively, it is best to look at a situation where the consumer is not at equilibrium. For instance, consider what happens if Tom chose to consume 9 meals and 2 books. Could Tom gain additional happiness by moving to point B? The answer is absolutely yes. But to see why, we first have to consider what happens when Tom moves from point A to point B along the same indifference curve I1. Notice that between points A and B, Tom is willing to give up 2 meals in exchange of 1 book and remain indifferent. In other words, over that segment, every book is worth 2 meals for Tom. But notice that in dollars, what we're saying is that from A to B, Tom values each book at $40 since each meal is worth $20. So if Tom used the $40 to buy only 1 book, he would end up with a $30 savings. So he could easily use his extra $30 to buy 3 other books and then jump to a higher satisfaction situation. In other words, when the consumer buys a bundle at any point but the tangency point between the marginal rate of substitution and the ratio of the prices, the consumer is leaving money on the table by spending too much for a good with low value. The consumer can increase their satisfaction by selling some of that low value good and use the savings to purchase more of the high value good. When a consumer's marginal rate of substitution is different than the ratio of the prices, the consumer is always able to afford greater satisfaction by switching consumption.